Hello and welcome to TelecomTV. I'm Martin Warwick. We're here at the Broadband World Forum 2016 in London's Docklands. I'm talking with Ginaluca Noya, who is Managing Director at Accenture. Ginaluca, good to see you again. It's been a while.
Thank you, yes.
But welcome again.
Thank you.
I'd like to ask you about 5G and the evolution of 5G networks, a time when network transformation is gathering pace all over the world. How do you see the evolution of 5G given those circumstances, and what do you think the key drivers behind it are?
That's a much debated topic these days, clearly, and at Accenture we're clearly putting a lot of energy and passion, at least like the rest of the industry, to make sure we can contribute to this. You see, this is a standard, right? Or it will become a standard that has not yet born completely, but all the players in the industry are really excited. The reason is that telcos have the chance to monetize back their network using these new technologies and getting more embedded in the ecosystem fabric. And on the other side, industry players, connected cars, e-health, smart cities, really look at 5G as technical capabilities to make sure they can deliver new services. Just to give you some numbers about that, when you put together the telco industry with the media industry, it was $1.5 trillion worth of business, the telco industry with $1.5 trillion, the media, and they were comparable in size, and you got weird phenomena as Google, Facebook, Amazon, eBay. Now we are putting together with 5G the $60 trillion of worldwide global GDP. So you can imagine the level of transformation and excitement. It's not easy to get it right. It's not easy to get it right.
Indeed not, but it's underway. Things are beginning to move.
It is happening.
Okay. Well, given that, what do you see, Ginaluca, as the key elements for a successful 5G mobile network? What must it have if it's going to be successful? What must it be based on? And what might it also need to make it even more successful?
Absolutely. If I knew for sure all these answers, I would be working at Accenture, which I am. No, really. There are three things actually you need to get it right. That's how we are structuring it. You start from the fabric. We call it the fabric, the new way the network will be rolled out. The fabric should be dense. So we say fiber to the last node and ultra coverage. So the fabric should be dense. This clearly would require some sophisticated business models in terms how you share and you allow third parties to contribute in building a dense fabric. That's the first thing. Now the second thing is how do you control the fabric? All the intelligence you put in the mobile edge computing, the boxes at the edge, and what you do in terms of network slicing, so how you can dedicate resources. At the fabric control, which is the second thing you need to get it right, you need to have dedicated virtual resources to your services. Now the third thing is to manage all the stack. So you put it all together, just like a sandwich. So you start with the fabric, infrastructure dense. Second thing is fabric control, which is dedicated. And the third thing is management. The management should be service aware. Now you put the three things and you got a perfect sandwich. That's the three things you need to get it right.
A final question to you then, Ginaluca, if I might. You're Managing Director at Accenture. How is your company, how is Accenture contributing in addressing the challenges of 5G networks? So what I'm asking you is, what does Accenture see as the challenges, and how do you address them to help your clients, your customers, make sure they do the job properly?
Yeah. We really believe at Accenture we are at the kernel of the problem, right? Because we are able, through our heritage, to make sure we can connect the business players with the telco players to make it happen together. So our role with our 5 businesses is to orchestrate this transformation, which is the biggest challenge. Now, in order to be practical, when we have conversation with telecommunication players, we try to match 3 things we do with the 3 main successful components. So in the infrastructure, fabric construction, we have a digital network deployment capability that we can successfully implement new dense networks. Just to give you a sense, more than $7 billion worth of network in the last 18 months we went through our offers. The second one, at fabric control level, we are able to transform the SDN and NFV capabilities of operators. And just to give you numbers, in this case, more than 200 VNFs are the ones we already studied, and we are able to port on the new network slicing infrastructure. And the third level, at management management layer, we do something that is called service engineering management and operation, which is putting together the standard way of managing networks with new advanced technology, just as robotics, what we do in cybernetic operations, and analytics, which is what we do with network analytics. So these three things together match one-to-one with the key challenges to make it a success.
Given what you just said, I'm going to throw in an extra question, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Which is, how near do you think we are to fully operational, managed, flexible 5G networks, commercially applied and working properly in the way that we expect it to, given the virtualization of the networks and the cloudification of the network?
Yeah, I think hopefully I'm saying something that is as intelligent as your question, but technology is there, technology is ready. This is not the issue, right? So we are able to use the technology evolution in terms of computing power and in terms of new innovations to package. Business processes are possible, so we know how to port the legacy process into new advanced analytics robotic processes, so this is a given. I think that the next two things that we really need to line up are standardization and regulation. This would require really industry consortium and government getting together and aligning the business case in a positive way. This is the third step. Now, time-wise, 2020, well, we'll meet in 2020 and we'll check if this is true.
Let's hope that we do. Until then, if not before, Ginaluca, Noya, thank you very much.
Thank you, my pleasure. Very good.